Welcome, gentlemen. Remember last week you guys had completed a lovely little mission with a little bit of combat and a little bit of waiting and a little bit of uncertainty. You finally had completed it, you got your reward, and are now back to determining what course you want to do. Any other points that you want to point out from last session?
Well,
The assassin hurt.
yeah.
I held up the coconuts.
The one time the assassin actually attacked, it hurt.
She did attack a few times. The few times she hit, it hurt. And the time she hit more than once, it really hurt.
Well, the only person she hit was me.
She was not rolling so good. I barely rolled above a 10 for most of her attacks. Except for the time I hit you. And then she critted and hit once.
Oh, I didn't see the crit. That explains that high amount of...
Yeah, it scared us quite well.
Yeah, I said it was a crit.
I did not hear that. I had no idea.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was a crit and a normal hit.
Still a lot for a crit.
She actually rolled fairly well on the damage.
Well, also with poison, so the whatever dagger
Yeah,
plus
that's true.
poison
Yeah.
dice doubled. So if the poison was something like 2d6 or something like that.
Adds up
I don't
to-
know. I haven't looked up the stat block. I think I know what creature you use, but I haven't looked at the stat block.
It's a stat.
It was a very tough encounter.
Anyway, I believe we left off with we've collected our reward, we've got our goodies back. Now waiting for the next course of action, right?
Yeah.
So how much time has passed between us returning to port and us completing the mission? Because we were originally just trying to kill time, waiting a week for a different client to return.
I believe it's been like 4 or 5 days.
So yeah, the first thing we would try to do is go and find out if our client has reached port or not. Sound good to y'all?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Make our way out of the ritzy part of town.
Okay, so you guys leave, collect your goods. I believe that's where we left off last time, was that you had exited after a night's stay at Edmund's Manor.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're also the seekers, apparently.
That
Yes.
is the theory. So, as the Seekers have exited the most expensive zone of the city, they have now returned to their good old section of area where the docks reside. What do the Seekers wish to do?
I would like to see if our original client had yet. By checking in with our halfling friend.
Do you have any names?
Yes, we have names. You're just playing with us.
That may be, but I am curious if you actually remember them.
I do not. I don't remember the halfling's name.
Do you remember the
Well,
contact
the halfling
name?
was fun.
What was that?
Do you remember the contact's name?
Yes, we're looking for heresies.
I have way too many freaking notepad text from, let's say, Monday game notes. And I don't think any of them contain any of the information that I need.
Was the halfling Tharkod, or was Tharkod someone else? Doesn't sound right.
Yeah, the halfling was not Darkon. Darkod is the one that you brought something to, and he gave you a parcel to return to another individual.
Okay. Yeah.
Not that one. The notes from the game short-lived game I DM.
I don't have his name.
All right.
It's got to be difficult to deal with, you know, a bunch of new names on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Go through so many names here.
I had to keep him straight.
We're just struggling to memorize Nurasil.
Yeah, I noticed. And it's on the figure.
Uh-huh.
You see, I've never been good with names.
I'm terrible with names.
But the
Talk
thing about
about
it is that I'm
the-
irresponsible about it.
Right. Talk about them and stuff. Kind of what you guys want to do. And then let me know when I get back. I need to quickly go take care of something. Sorry.
Okay.
Because to be quite frank, I don't have the time to rewatch the videos. Well, I do. It's just I choose to do other things. So I play Dragon Quest.
Mm-hmm. So, we want to well,
Anyway. No, I mean, like, the characters, did they write it down?
No!
mm, $1,100. Tradesman is 3,600. 1,500, 2,000.
We've got what, 16? 17?
Hmm?
I got 15. We have 17,700. A long way.
Huh.
So we can get ourselves a light ship. But I have a feeling the trading
Well,
value of a ship's not.
It's not like that. Well, consider this, okay? Well, we have a moment. Let's talk about ships. Ships only take in so much air, okay? A tradesman, which is a classic kind of ship we might look at, looks like a bargain at 15,000 gold pieces, okay? It's got good armor class, decent maneuverability, good hit points, good damage threshold, and it's 120 feet by 30 feet, which means that doing the math, its volume of air is 2,000. That's 2,000 people days. So a crew of 10 for 200 days. Or a crew of 20 for 100 days. That's a lot of air.
That is a lot of air.
I mean, 100 days is just a 3-month journey, so sometimes it takes us a while. But usually we meet a crystal sphere somewhere along the way.
Right, but we also probably wouldn't need 20 people on the ship for a tradesman. How many does he
Right.
normally have? We probably have 10 right now. Or fewer.
Let's take another example, right? The caravel. Caravel is 425, which means 10 people would be 42 days. And that's getting tight, right?
That's an inside. That's a sphere hopper.
Yeah. So the size of the ship tends to be important in how much air it can carry. And of course, depending on your crew and all that. A lot of these use special little things. The galleon. Well, that's an interesting mid-size crew. So we'll have to then see, now Caravel does have the advantage that it's very fast. Very fast. Speed of 5. That sucker can move. If you remember, 5 is like the speed of some mid-range weapons too. So someone with like a catapult is not going to hit you.
When a vessel reaches its air limit, the air becomes fouled, smells bad, and stale and humid. All attacks and proficiency checks in a fouled atmosphere are at disadvantage. Air remains fouled for the same amount of time as fresh. Once that time wears out, it becomes deadly. Each turn, everyone aboard must save versus poison or pass out. If unconscious, each turn they must save versus poison, die.
Okay.
That
No,
doesn't
no
sound like
die.
Of course, that's a. Oh, this was written for 5e. Never mind.
Are taking more higher paying jobs or?
Well, jobs have already been pretty high paying, to be honest.
They've been all right. Starting out, it kind of looks like the tradesman might be our best bet. Got a little bit of everything. I wish it were faster, but
Yeah, the one we're on's faster than what we'd be buying.
the next upgrade without compromise is probably the galleon from that.
We just won't be going into ship battles.
Well, yeah. We don't have enough money to buy a galleon. They're gonna be expensive. A tradesman only needs 10 to crew, and it can hold enough air for those 10 for a good long time.
Plus the 5 of us. 6.
Right. But we don't know what crew hiring costs work out to be.
I want a citadel.
Don't we all?
You can't drive it. I'll settle for an armada.
Well, I can't drive most of these ships either unless we want to customize it with a key helm.
Ah. Touche. You don't care who drives. I just don't want to run across some of these ships. Death Spider. Crewed with 100. And huge weapons.
Oh, I'd volunteer to drive, but we know you're over here.
You could probably steer.
Magic, though.
What is the plan, gentlemen?
Well, the plan is to
Jump off the sphere and reroll characters.
it's
Go
not.
for it.
Oh, this is harder than I thought. I could fly. Ah!
Plan is to go check in with our halfling friend to see if he's heard of Eresis recently. We're still waiting for him.
Okay. And do you remember your halfling friend's name?
No.
Yes, last time.
Okay.
I do have Notepad open.
Giles Finch is the halfling.
Giles Finch.
He's the halfling broke.
Yes, that is the halfling broker.
Okay. So we go see our friend Giles.
Hey, welcome back. How can I help you guys?
Hey Giles, we just had a fun little adventure uptown. And
Got confirmation that the contract was completed.
yeah. That was very I don't know. I don't fit in there.
Most people don't fit in there, bud.
We were wondering, have you seen Eresis around? Has he come back to port yet?
I've not received any news of him yet.
We were just checking in.
Certainly, not a problem. Any other contracts you're interested in, or anything else I can help you with?
Well, we're actually just about to go out contract shopping ourselves. We'll probably find something and come back and check with you about it.
All right. Well, take care. I'll be here.
All right.
Man, I don't know what to do. This is out of character. I'm very curious if he knows anything about the bounties on our heads, but I don't know if I want to ask him.
Well, at first you would have to be curious enough to talk to your teammates.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not going to
guys,
say anything.
do you want to go look at ships, or how about crew? I wonder how you hire crew. Probably some sort of like dock association, you think?
Well, we could always ask our
Sailors
current.
Guild?
We could always ask a current captain, but I gather his
Yeah.
crew is a little bit of the odd sort. That doesn't seem to be normal hired crew.
Oh, wait a minute. Has Nerysol met our captain?
Yes, because you had brought him back to the ship.
Okay.
but hasn't left port with you anywhere.
Right. Hey guys, normally when we do work, right, the captain of the ship gets a cut. Did he get a cut of our last job? I don't normally pay attention to that detail.
Anyway, did we have a contract with someone on
Well, he's never had to be part of the contract before.
Well, now that you think about it, the old our first captain
Yeah.
was very much part of our affairs.
Right.
This one,
More transportation.
while the old captain, I didn't know everything he did. I at least had a better idea of what he was doing. This one, I haven't been keeping tabs on him. I have no idea what he's been doing, what he does when we're at port. I mean, he's not a friend of the flesh dealers.
Right.
And to be honest, or if I remember correctly, there was one of the squid heads that was looking for him last time we were in port.
You know,
Correct.
That was a couple of times. So
I think it might be fun to talk with the old captain about our our adventure.
let's go talk to the captain with our adventure.
Pleased to hear that the flesh dealers got some justice.
Do we know how they got justice?
Not exactly, but
Because we never,
that Giles
we never,
here talked about it.
we never actually asked our client. I guess because I didn't consider it any of my business. Never asked him, what the juicy information actually was.
He did state some of it. Some of it circled around the contract you turned down.
Yes.
And another contract you turned down.
I know he mentioned something along the lines of, what hurt the flesh dealers, and we saw that leaving the, I don't really want to call it courtroom, but,
yeah.
But that area.
It's more of like a Senate chamber.
Yeah. And that, if I remember correctly, I didn't write this down because I fail to write things down because I am a bad D&D player. But, oh my gosh. So what we know about the contracts that we turned down is that one of them, the town was basically, I want to say destroyed, but it wasn't destroyed. It was
Harkat?
Yeah, it was harassed.
Utterly depleted of life. Harakat was utterly depleted of life.
Right.
And we were supposed to escort the relic of Achiel safely to the town of Harakat.
Right. And then Zuzu, he was captured but escaped. But the assassins after our client were affiliated with him, if I recall correctly. So it likely wasn't Zuzu that we fought, but fought one of his henchmen or guildmates or whatever assassin.
She probably wasn't Zuzu.
Yeah.
The gender thing kind of, yeah.
It's usually a fairly decent hint.
I'm not an assassin, so I don't know how they congregate or do business or hang out or whether they're part of a guild or even if I even know thieves guilds really exist or
That's a good
And they have
question.
assassin guilds, kind of like thieves guilds. Kleok is not looking to join any of these anytime soon, so...
I don't know that there's any member of the party right now who really knows anything about the criminal underworld of any sort.
You might, but you.
I was meaning like here.
Yeah. Out of character, Yonovan might, but in character, I have no idea anything about Yonovan. I don't even know his real name.
Yonovan was more... Yonovan, how would you describe it? Not really criminal underworld.
Me, my backstory.
Yeah, you're not really criminal underworld. How would you describe your, legal loophole dealings?
I was a perfectly legal arms manufacturer for the government. They didn't pay their contract. And the gun stopped working during battle. Bad things happened. I got blamed for it. I got a bounty placed on my head and I ran. Ta-da! I'm not in the underworld. I'm just on the run.
Exactly, and that's why I was trying to say to Kleok.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But...
So I don't think any party member here right now has anything to do with criminal underworld.
Right.
At least not that they've given me any indication of.
Just one that might forget about.
But anyway, as far as that goes, we didn't ask our client directly, what the actual information was. We just know that, it dealt the flesh dealers a great blow, and that the assassin it had something to do with the, I guess, disaster in Hardcott at this point.
Yeah.
And the assassin that was out to kill him was affiliated with Zuzu somehow. And that assassin had also been hired by flesh dealers because of the note. Or at least that's what we were led to believe.
Correct. So.
Anyway, we're off to go talk to the captain about our little adventure while we wait. And then maybe to ask about the process of hiring. Grow ourselves up.
Okay. So you get to the ship and you speak to your captain. Is
Oh,
he
he's
on the
there!
ship, or is he
Yes.
in the tavern?
Good question.
Which one are you going to go for?
Check the ship first.
Check the ship first, yeah.
He's not on the ship. There is 3 of them on the ship.
Hey,
2 of
ask
them
Then
on
where
the
the
ship.
captain is.
Who do you ask?
Artem.
Ethras looks to not be on the ship, so the other 2 are there. What did you say, Kleok?
Artem.
Archer? Okay.
Oh, no, wait. Crap, I've got down, who they were, but I can't remember which one's the necromancer and which one's the... Oh God, we got a necromancer and a bringer of light now on the ship. Oh, this is going to end well.
Well, he is a regretful necromancer.
I ask Arglos.
Ah, Aglos, okay. What do you ask him?
We'd like to know where the captain is. Although I might have a good idea where he's at, but I just want to make sure.
No, last I heard he was bouncing around a few taverns to see if there's anything of interest. Try to glean some information on his unfortunate colleagues that you saw last time.
If I remember correctly,
That's when you guys
that's
joined.
dangerous talk.
Yeah, that can be. So, let's see, he's leaving one and heading to another tavern. It's about 5 minutes south of here.
Oh, great. Yeah, we could catch him.
Yeah, we were just wanting to tell him of our exploits. It might be a little bit of interest,
Sure.
since it seems to have to do with the flesh dealers.
He usually likes meddling in their affairs.
I think we meddled in their affairs.
He might like to hear about it. Anyone that can acquire a higher bounty than him on their head from him, he'll probably be quite interested in.
Oh, we're well on it. I say this sarcastically. Oh, we're well on our way for that. Although I don't know if it has to do with the flesh dealers.
Interesting.
If by well on your way, you mean 50 gold piece ahead.
Agnes looks at you guys. Whoa, all of you got 50 gold ahead on you?
4 of us?
Interesting. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
So, since I should ask this, even though I seriously doubt it's going to be a problem, but with this knowledge, are we still welcome on the ship?
Well, you haven't beat the captain's bounty yet, so my guess is probably.
We don't want to hurt his pride now.
I would have. That's what I had assumed. But
Wait. What's the captain's bounty for?
Let me go look. Last I heard it was like at 10, but I heard there might be an additional 5 added to it. So somewhere between 10 and 15,000.
Guys, we can get the next ship up.
He's worth as much as buying a ship. That's hilarious.
Yeah, well, they could heal it, right?
You know,
I'm assuming this is all out of character.
no.
No.
If we get that much of a bounty on our heads, we'll be like drawing every 2-bit anybody to go after us.
That's
How
why he
does your
walks around
captain
just-
hang around in port without people assaulting him?
Did you
The
forget?
last people
Did you
failed to do so. He tends to enjoy transmuting things from underneath them, so they like fall in a hole and he disappears, and then he like conjures a, some lovely beastie, whether it be a fire elemental or water elemental or whatever else, to just play with him while he disappears.
Well, he can also disguise himself.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's
He
true.
walks around constantly disguised.
He specializes in transmutation and conjuration. That doesn't mean he doesn't have any of the other schools. So, he dabbles in some of the others. But Ethras is easily dispatched to wherever he's at, and she likes playing with illusions and enchantments. So, she can probably have quite a bit more fun with them.
That's fun.
But I'll go ahead and.
Do you ever want to see your grandma chastise you? She'd help you with that.
I don't think we'll be meeting the captain's bounty anytime soon.
No.
Well, you probably didn't, insult one of their higher members, stab the daughter of one of them.
Nice.
Generally take a dump on their parade every chance you get.
Stab someone's daughter.
She was trying to buy a friend of his, and so he decided that he didn't like it and stabbed her and left her for dead, and she barely
Sure.
made it, and kind of made the whole group upset.
Can't imagine why.
So we don't even know why we have our Italy bounty on our heads. I can only assume it's because it got placed on us after we turned down a prospective mission because we didn't like the way the contract was being presented. And we actually have found out that bad things happened as out of association with.
Oh, the flesh dealers are a group who tend to not enjoy people turning down their deals. Basically, their deal or their deal, and you're dead. That tends to be their preference.
Interesting
Then
information
how do you
because
know
we don't.
you're dealing with the flesh dealers? Because the guy who offered us a contract didn't out and say, "I'm with the flesh dealers." He just offered this weird magical binding thing.
Yeah, that's always kind of fun. You don't, unless you know how to look, and you usually have to be very careful to look for their symbol. They don't always like showing it because they like getting people contractually bound and then being able to mess with them. They usually have nice subclauses that say if you fail your contract, they get your flesh too. So, have fun with that.
Might be worth asking about the captain about being able to spot these symbols a little bit easier.
Well, I think we can spot that hole. Would you like to sign a contract before you continue thing?
Keep in mind, you did have to do that with this last job.
We did that with Giles too.
Yeah.
That's true.
With Giles.
But the way Giles presented it to us wasn't nearly as stuffy and suspicious, especially since after our new friend Norrisol had said they basically said, "I got a bad feeling about
Oh
this."
yeah, we've got a bad feeling detector guy. Yeah. Oh,
But-
hope his feelings are good.
But to be honest, we still don't have enough information to know why he had a bad feeling. He had a bad feeling about the place, and so he didn't go in. But whether that's because it was associated with the flesh dealers, or whether that was some other reason, or at this point, it's just.
Same.
Well, you're always welcome to dialogue with him about it.
Narso?
Yes, Cleoc.
The thing about it is that I've already kind of asked him about that before in the night chats. A little bit more about the feelings and if he's felt it.
I didn't know if there's anything particular different you wanted to ask him. You did get a little there.
You told me before, Narsil, that you have gotten these feelings before? The ones outside the house? You just don't know when?
Not exactly the same, but similar. There's a few times I've had strange feelings like that.
Do you know of anything in common with those feelings? Like a particular, like a person, like a race, like a...
I don't know. I know our trip feels kind of strange, but not quite the same. He seems like he's kind of in between.
I'm going to have to mute Cookie because I'm having problems hearing over you.
Hey, Cookie.
Yeah?
Could you hit mute while you're scrubbing?
I was pretty darn sure it was on mute. I'm sorry. Like, it was physically muted.
Our cook's doing the dishes.
Our cook is doing the dishes.
Rewind, right. I feel some of it kind of with our trip, but kind of not so much. It's kind of odd.
With our trip?
Yes.
Like just walking from...
No, our trip. The human
was
on the ship with you.
Oh. I want to run a little experiment. I want to see if you feel any different about something.
Okay.
And I don't know how easy this is to fake, but I want to get angry at Rio for slacking off again. I want to feel a little
Okay.
bit of anger.
Do a charisma roll. See how well you fake it. If you're not really getting angry.
Because I want it to be kind of real, but it's not really real. I want to feel angry without having a good reason to be angry. 7. 6 if we do the modifiers.
Yeah, it's
I believe you.
Narsil's like, Cleark, are you okay? Why are you acting like you're angry with Ryu?
And I try and calm myself down. And
Easy enough to do when you're not really angry.
So beyond you being able to tell that I was angry, was it because of your did I feel different, or did you just see
No,
me?
you just were acting like you're angry. You didn't seem angry, really.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20, by the way, to insight.
I rolled a 2.
I figured it was only fair to do so. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yanovan thinks you're, totally furious with Ryu and just rip her head off. Of course, I think Yanovan probably reacted about as much as he would have.
Thank you, Narsil. I was just wanting to confirm your feelings were not necessarily emotion-based, but something else.
Okay.
And I still don't know that, but...
I am sorry.
No, you're fine. I suspect, out of character, I might know what will set him off, but I don't think Kleof could pull it off. Because I am still technically lawful good. Yes!
I will say, it is not alignment-based.
No!
Not exactly, anyways.
Because I'm not sure how well Kleok would handle thinking evil thoughts.
Probably a bit challenging if you're lawful good. It's probably a decent bit of a challenge.
Yeah, that's why I'm not actually doing it. Anyway. So I do want to tell Arglos our dealings with the, or lack thereof, of the person or the house giving out the hardcot quest, and that the only people who were in the room that turned down the deal were the ones that actually got the bounty on their head.
Sounds a lot like them. They're certainly not omniscient to know about the rest of the group. Unless you present the name of the group, in which case they may put a larger bounty on the whole. But if I remember correctly, you didn't have a name at that time.
No, we did not have a name yet.
Because that's really interesting in that if it was the flesh dealers that wanted to do that, or is the bounty on our head because we didn't do what they wanted, or is it because we almost did what they didn't want?
You're assuming
I'm
that
going-
those
I'm
things
going
are very
around-
different to them. You could actually check in and see if the bounty's gone up, if you've messed with them again recently.
How would we find a bounty on ourselves? One would presume that this wouldn't be posted in the most polite of circles.
Yeah. I heard there's a elven dealer here on the docks somewhere who deals with the less savory contracts. You might be able to check with him.
An elven
Is
dealer
that where
on the
is that
docks?
where the captain gets his information?
Oh no, he's not welcome there.
Do we want to ask
Well-
why?
What makes you think we'll be welcome there? Because if even 50 gold might be something. It's like those idiots actually walked in here.
No idea.
Might think it's an easy mark. Let's go find the captain.
You tend to not be allowed to take bounties while they're in the office because that tends to cause a problem for the contract office because damages, and they tend to not be very happy about that. And it's
Makes
usually
sense.
good to not upset the contract brokers because they tend to, even if they don't agree with each other, they'll, help out bounty on someone who messed up their place.
That's fair.
Yeah. Guilds are a thing. Don't
course.
mess with the guild.
Yeah.
Out of character, theoretically, one way to reduce our bounty with the flesh dealers would be to take out somebody higher up on the flesh dealers list. It's like, oh, these guys are just misguided. That's cool. They're cool. Anyway, let's go find the captain. I thank Arglos for his time.
Indeed. You guys take care.
Let's see if we can't go find the captain.
So by this point, the captain's probably a little bit further south, so you would pass the tavern mentioned and keep going down to the one he was headed to, would be my guess.
That's fair.
So it looks like the captain went into the Sword of Fire Tavern.
Nice. Good names. Sword of Fire Card.
Is there actually a sword of fire here?
Dunno. You'd have to ask the innkeeper. You do notice it has a number of arcane runes on the doorway.
Interesting.
We don't
And
read them.
There's actually there's a little garden that's within the walled area of the tavern. It's a few stories tall, good size, high quality
Huh.
make.
Garden. That's neat.
It has some outdoor seating.
Hmm. We'll look around for the captain.
Well, you guys just walk through?
It's
See
a
on the door.
tavern or an inn? What?
Both. It's an inn and tavern.
From the entryway.
The entryway has runes around it. I was just asking you guys just going in? Like, in the entryway to, like, on the outside of the wall, like, there's only one path in. And
Sure.
there's runes
Is there
written on the floor.
publicly?
It's
Are there
publicly
any
facing.
signs that describe what the runes are about, or warnings, or anything?
Nope.
Cleonk doesn't know any better and goes in.
Then absolutely, yeah, we
Okay.
go through.
Cleok, you feel a disconnect from your chi. Cookie, you feel a disconnect from your arcane link.
Huh.
Ugh. Man,
And
all these
so on and
places
so
up
forth.
here give me the creeps. Creeps.
You head on
Place
in.
is interesting.
You see there is a elven male behind the inn. The what do you call it? Counter. There we go. Sorry.
We'll look around. Do we see the captain in here?
No, he's not in here. However, you think you may have caught his hat out the side door.
Greetings, sir. We came in search of our captain.
What can I do for you?
Guys, give me a second. Seriously, has it been that long since we've said the name of the captain? Wow.
Captain Narder Thenry, born of the Nereid. But the Nereid is,
Born.
Well
yes.
done.
I told you, I wrote it down. Actually, I'm a liar. It's still in the Discord. It's now wrote down, but I had to scroll up.
You still acquired it. That's what matters.
Yes, we're looking for our captain. Captain Bourne. Has he been through here?
Yeah, he's out there with a friend of his talking. It seemed like it was kind of a private matter, so I don't know if you want to bother him or not.
Get out here. I don't want to barge in and interrupt someone with a bounty higher than ours.
How about this? Let's have a drink here and wait for him.
What sort of drink can I get you?
Water, please.
Something magical. You have some very interesting runes on that door over there.
Yeah, that's the owner's making. I just run the place for him.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not very picky. Some wine, perhaps?
Alright. For the rest of you?
I'll just have water.
Strongest thing you've got.
Nope.
Alright, for you, Mr. Dwarf, that'll be 1 gold. For you, sir, that's going to be a silver piece, and I'll get your wine right out to you.
Yeah.
Flunk it down.
Yanovan, I need you to roll a con save.
Of course.
Gleok remembers what happened in the Dwarven Hall.
Just remember, you do have advantage against poison.
I have advantage on saves and on poison saves.
Okay.
So 14 plus.
How do you have advantage on con saves?
Because I'm a mountain dwarf.
Oh. Okay.
What'd you get?
16.
You almost fall on your butt, but you're able to resist it. This is like
Yeah, I
the
rolled
strongest
poorly.
thing you've had. And you are thoroughly impressed. You've never had non-dwarven kick you quite with such gusto.
Yanovan? What did they put in that?
Especially with the Dwarven bartender, or Elven bartender.
Halfling bartender.
Halfling.
That's the good stuff.
Wow.
Owner makes it himself. He said he uses a time something portal warp thingy-majig space thing to make it better. I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. He does all the magic stuff.
Base distillery. Huh. That's neat. We'll give the captain like half an hour, and if he doesn't come out in that time, I think we should go say hi.
Okay. He gets close to that time, and you see him get up and shake hands with the person that's seated there with him, and he walks in. He's like, "Oh, hey, Cookie and friends. How can I help you guys?"
Hey. So, we just completed a mission for this guy.
Do we want to say this at the bar?
Yeah, that's a good point.
We might like to talk back on the ship.
You see Gillian look at you. He's like, "I don't care. You can say whatever you want. Owner don't care. I don't care." As long as you don't start any fights here, whatever you want.
I'll imagine it's that private.
Well, you know what they say about talking about the flesh. Anyway.
Well, we know how
I guess it really doesn't matter that much if the captain is here, so we can talk.
You want to talk here? What do you guys want to do?
Objection withdrawn. We can talk to him here.
All right. Well, let me order around then.
yeah.
He waves at Gillian, and Gillian brings him a bottle. He's like, "You want to sit here at the bar, or you want to go over to one of the tables, or what do you feel like?"
So let's sit at a table.
All right. Pick which one you want, and I'll join you.
We walk over.
Okay.
Well, in the corner,
That
so we
one
can
over
keep a
there.
watch on the wheel.
So, we know you have no liking for the flesh dealers,
Yep.
and we just had a sideways run-in with them. Turns
Sounds
out
pretty reasonable.
that we took a mission up at the high and mighty part of town for this fella who was
Nice.
fearful for his life because he had some goods on the flesh dealers and he had to wait to spill it to the authorities for several days.
All right.
So we stayed up and we survived an assassination attempt. And then
The long and short is we have a bounty on him, so now.
Hey, yeah. Join the club, guys. That's awesome.
yeah. So
What are you up to?
well, when we checked, it was at 50 gold piece a head.
That's nothing to scoff at, man. I got way
Yeah.
past that.
I heard about yours.
Yeah, I'll see how much more I can get on.
All right.
Probably got
Well,
another
we're not
100
100% sure if ours has gotten higher or not, because the 50 gold was before we took this.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so it certainly may have gone up if you...
Or from a mission that we didn't even take.
Oh, that
Because I
does
guess we
upset
just
them.
also
What was that?
That does upset them. They usually aren't too happy about that.
So we got to talk in front of the blue judges.
Oh, what'd you do to
I
get
don't
brought
know.
before the judges? That doesn't sound so good.
Well, they wanted to know about why there was a dead assassin body.
Yeah, there's no weapons or conflict allowed in that section of town.
So we were.
Who stuck with the gun in?
Well, we were hired on as bodyguards. So it was kind of in the job to protect our client.
Yeah, usually people just use banishment or teleport the person out or something.
That's nice.
Those are really powerful things that we don't have.
That's what most people in that section of town buy, so kind of surprised you got the job. Must have not been able to find someone else at the time.
I guess so. Well, we got paid, so it's all good for us. And man, we got to see those squid faces walk out of that room angry.
Priceless.
I think you would have enjoyed that sight.
Oh yeah.
We've been hoping that our friend Arises would show back up in port, but he's not been back in 5 days, and we're beginning to wonder if we should, pay to have the goods delivered to him and just go on our way elsewhere.
Well,
We were originally
viable
told
source. That's certainly viable.
We
Yeah.
were told it was going to be a week before they were back.
Well, that's still a few more days, so give it a shot, or give it some reliable, and let's head out. Whichever you guys want to do.
So we've been doing some trying to read up on ships and stuff. Been curious, how do you find crew for your ship? I mean, you have some very trusted individuals, but if you just, had to go hire out some regular crew, how would you find it?
I wouldn't recommend doing it my way. I find someone who's usually having unfortunate dealings with a group of flesh dealers and help them out and hired them that way.
Huh.
Don't recommend it. That's, I think, a total of 500 points of my bounty right there.
Huh. That's,
Then
well,
again, I may have gotten another 200 today with some of my fun I've had. Oof.
what do? Just play around, stir up the hornet's nest while you can?
A bit. I'm kind of not very fond of them. They've
Right.
caused too many problems for friends of mine. Cookie, you notice his face gets kind of sad for a minute, which you've not seen him ever do. But hey, I gotta return the fun.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't know anyone who likes beholders, squid heads, Nyogi, drow, all sorts of unsavory creatures. I mean, not many people are very fond of them if they have any bit of worthwhileness.
Yeah. Well, we'll give it a few more days and we're going to go look for some contracts.
All right.
It's good to see you.
You as well. You guys take care.
All right.
What do you
Let's
want
go,
Go find some 1 or 2 day jobs.
Well, I don't know. We're more likely just to find a contract we want to get to in the long haul. Are you? Wow. My brain isn't here.
Hmm.
Oh, it's just that I've gone this entire time without joining the game.
We noticed.
I didn't.
So, where to, gentlemen?
Couple twice as much ground. Groups of 2.
You good at what?
But they groups of 2, cover twice as much ground.
Depends on what you're trying to do.
I look for jobs.
If you get the group who has a bounty and the group who doesn't have a bounty and go that way, that could work quite well.
I don't have this bounty.
Your bounty's on a planet, not at a space station.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
I want to go and find some jobs.
Okay.
21 investigation.
Oh, I had muted myself. I said I was going to look for jobs too, and I rolled a 3. So feel free to just take Cookie's rolls and don't give me anything.
What did you get, Cookie?
21.
I got an 18 to do the same. Because I didn't realize I was the third person.
It happens. I did hear words of splitting the party, so you know.
I suggested it, but like I said, I don't think anyone else agreed, so.
Yeah.
There's no reason to split the party.
Oh, we're pretty relatively safe. I wouldn't know what go with twice as much ground. But if you guys think it's better to stick together with the bounty,
Almost always better to stick together.
well, together, we'll be going to investigate.
We're looking up jobs on a job board.
Just quickly working on a little bit of bookkeeping cleanup stuff so I can get the new ones on here.
Okay.
All right, now let me
What?
get them pasted in there.
What's the crap jobs on this board? Not even a language I can read. Yeah, I'm just trying to
Oh,
justify
absolutely,
my
go
low
for it.
roll.
And it comes up behind you and is like, well, you've got a problem with language, mine?
Be nice, Cleoc.
Very lovely.
Sorry, my apologies. I didn't say that out loud.
It's not much better.
Bird.
On Christmas 8.
That is appropriate.
Thing that came up. This.
Almost done. Feel free to keep dialoguing and decide what you guys want to do. I'm working on the quests. Almost done.
Well, what kind of quest you guys on the mood for if we can pick?
Well, I like rescuing people and transporting things. Worked out pretty well.
Well, Blake will rescue people. I could get back into it. Fine with that, is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say probably no to random murder. Unless it's for, saving someone. In which case we generally wouldn't call it murder. But it's awfully hard to tell with these
Contract.
contracts. Like, please kill someone for me. Really? You're just gonna put that out there?
I wonder how ours reads. Or yours.
Well, if you wonder hard enough, you could find out. But I'm not going to. Probably.
Cleoc is very much against anything that says stealing or murdering, but
Against stealing. We'll keep that in mind.
What about looting?
Hey, what's that called when you take what you stole and give it back to the original owners? Reward for it.
Sorry, I didn't understand that, Sardon.
Reward. It's when you take something from someone who stole it themselves and take it back to the original owners.
Reclaim?
I don't know.
Reclaim, repossess.
You fine with repossessing stuff?
Repossess. Yes, that's a good word.
I would say repossess would be if they owed money, and reclaim would be if it was stolen.
Fine with recovering stuff?
All right, pardon the delay. It takes a little
Okay.
bit to format them and get them ready. There you go. I'm trying to format them a little bit more like actual quests instead of just copying them for you.
Okay. Well, someone wants to slay a dragon and retrieve its eyes.
Sounds difficult.
Yeah.
you found a whole bunch of people with exclamation points, Cookie.
You kill all that was needing hunted last time, is it?
So, other than the dragon, we also have the option of
You
someone
didn't get any
needs to
liches
discover
this time?
What?
You didn't get any liches this time?
Yeah, we did.
Come on.
Oh,
Be
yeah, we did.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Sure we did. Jonathan did.
Sort of.
I was saying that you didn't actually get a lich to go after.
Right. So, about stealing, Cleoc, this one here says they want to steal Frenarv's leaves from a rival. No.
I squint my eyes at Cookie. give him the easy bird eyes.
I know. How about this one? Seeking a company to hunt down and capture the remorseless killer known as Death. I think Zuzu the Grim sounds better than this guy.
Might have some company.
Now, can you get this guy? Can we contract one or the other to kill the other one?
We're probably at the wrong job board for that one.
Yeah, but technically that might be a good act, but it's also what's that called? Conspiracy for murder, which would make us bad guys.
Okay.
Kleok would suggest against getting involved in that.
Yes, to kill the dragon.
I come from a family of dragon killers.
Oh, tell me about it.
Okay, maybe that was an over-exaggeration. My grandpa survived a fight with the dragons, but he was the only one at the company that did.
Anything of your interesting contraptions that work against dragons?
No, but I know which ones break.
Okay, that's a start. That's a start.
The thunder cannon does help pierce the hide.
Okay. So for what I found, there's I suspect we can discover the fate of an order of scholars and mages that were lost, or we can find and explore an ancient ruin. What'd you find, Yonovan?
Another assassin protection job.
Okay.
And,
does it sound like we could handle it?
No.
Huh.
This one was a bit touch and go for a minute there when you start actually making contact.
Yeah.
This one is from a lich tyrant. I think his assassins
bad.
I think his assassins would be even better than the ones we encountered. And it's also assassins.
Yeah, I noticed the plural. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But not find anything?
There's also something for recovering artifact and destroying it. It's an evil artifact from ruins of Danane's Hold. So that might be, but that also sounds like might be some undead inhabitant or something. Then there's another one that's
Cookie, as you and Yonovan are looking over the mission board, you guys turn around and look behind you, and you see Kleok just stacking things on the table and seeing how well he can stack them.
I knock him over. And
sorry,
another one.
Sorry, I couldn't. I don't know what language it is, but maybe they spike the water or something if it's actually in common at that last place.
Huh.
But not find anything?
No, but I'll keep that in mind for future drinking sessions.
What did you say, Saradin?
Anything?
Saradin's asking if he found anything.
Oh, I didn't see that he had even rolled.
15.
15? You would have just been able to help them find some of what they already had then. It's not quite high enough to add another.
Huh. Well,
my last one's a hunt and capture mission for a thief. A legendary thief.
hunt and capture a legendary thief. What if he steals all our stuff and laughs in our face?
Good thing it's all in script.
The thief
Good
to
point.
get the evil artifact.
Well, we can hunt down and capture a remorseless... it's hunt down and capture, note, the remorseless killer known as Death. So, we don't kill him, and we're not supposed to.
We can knock him down.
I'm interested in this trying to destroy an evil artifact. Although that might be pretty scary. I'm also
Cleoc's thinking about, discovering the fate of scholars and mages.
It is the most personable of the quests, right? Who knows what's in an ancient ruins, but at least we know that someone's families are left not knowing what has happened.
Yeah. I like the finding the ancient artifact. The only way I'd ever want to hunt down and capture someone is if they're on the same sphere. I don't want to have to transport someone a long way. That just increases the risk of their escape.
A hostile person a long way.
Right. We'd have to make a jail or some boat.
All right. So, does that mean we want to do the Fate of the Scholars mission?
I think we should inquire more details on the fate of the scholars and the evil artifact.
All right. Who posted the bill for these?
This one, the evil artifact is before, and Adriel for yours.
Adriel. We're gonna need Nate's help. Is there information about where they were posted from, out of which office?
You've not actually noticed them ever having any distinct posted from office listed.
Well then.
And you've not actually conversed with any contract broker about how to tell where they're posted from.
That's fine. We have a contract broker, Giles, and let's go visit him.
All right. So you guys go back to Giles.
Yes.
Hey, you guys are back.
Hey,
so
Giles.
What can I do you for?
So we found a few contracts posted. We're hoping you could.
One on us.
Help us figure it out.
Interesting. You guys have a bounty on you?
Yeah, we have heard about that.
Let me send out for some info. It'll take a while to get back.
Okay. That sounded safer than someone pointed us at a place we could go inquire, but that sounded like a rather dumb idea.
Isn't that what you're doing here?
But we're not
a less savory establishment than the one we have here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're looking at this Cookie Hens' bill about the fate of an order of scholars and mages lost in the Anora's Reef.
Yes.
Can you tell us anything about this, where this Adriel may be found?
Adriel, I believe she's still in town here. Let me look here. It looks like there's a broker named Teve that has the contract that you have here. I heard some about it. It looks like Adriel went through her.
Broker named Teve?
Yes.
Where is Teve located?
I don't know. She's kind of moves around a bit. She's an interesting one.
Huh. Broker who moves around. Would think it's hard to be found that way.
Well, Teve and Marger both move around a lot, and, you know, it's kind of the counterparts to myself and another individual.
Okay. You said you thought Adriel was still around here? You know where she would be?
Don't see anything referenced. You'd probably have to go to Teve for that since she had the contract. Adriel probably has gone through her as to where
Okay.
she's staying or what she's doing.
Do you have a way of finding out where Teve is?
She's probably somewhere here on the docks of Khatun at
Okay.
one of the various inns. She usually doesn't stray far from the port so that she can get deals made.
That sounds good. And is there anything you can tell us about this? Hands over the bill about an evil artifact from Dinan's hold.
The evil artifact from Denon's hold. Yes. Biffer was an interesting little dwarf there. It came in. He was quite upset about it and said he had a lot of money to put on whoever could get in there and destroy the artifact. Apparently he lost some friends when they were in those ruins, and so now he kind of wants retribution. Apparently someone was using the artifact somehow and killed some of his friends and stuff, and he just barely made it out, and spending no small sum of wealth to try to get it dealt with.
Okay. Do you know where we might find Biffer?
Well, since he's with me, yes. It looks like he is in the Copper Flask.
Excellent. Is there an appropriate fee for your help?
For this? No, if you're doing the job for Biffer, I get paid.
Okay. Well, thank you.
He's paying.
Well, we're out of character. We're referring to, you know, him looking into our bounties.
Oh, for bounties, looking into. Well, depends on what I find.
Very well.
If it's safer for me not to know, no. If it's nothing worthwhile, no. But if it's actually something, sure, I'll take a little bit.
Okay. Well, we'll go.
I find it's a better way to deal with people if you only charge them for actual value instead of nothing.
So, do you know anything about this this evil artifact that Biffer?
He was pretty shaken up. He still is. He didn't give a whole lot about what exactly it was. But I know there was some dark entity of some sort that was there with the artifact and laid waste to, what was it? I think it was 4 companions of his all died there. The last one actually died in his arms just outside of the ruins.
Wow.
Like, they just barely made it out, and the wounds overtook her. And so, yeah. It's pretty rough losing friends like that.
Yeah.
I
Can you
lower my
point us-
head, close my eyes, and say it's small. Monkey prayer.
All right. Let's head out and chat.
Is there any other contracts I can help you with, or was that the only ones you're interested in right now?
I think those were our number 2 contracts to look for right now.
All right.
So.
Let me know if there's anything else.
We assume that your offer is still on the table for potentially delivering goods for the quest.
Certainly.
Because, depending on the time frame of this, we may need a reliable source.
Yeah, I still hadn't heard anything about him yet, so.
But you had originally said a week, so it's still got a couple.
That's what I
couple of
heard.
days.
Can't promise. I can only tell you what I know.
Yep. All right. Well, out of character, if Biffer's evil artifact happens to be the One Ring of Power, we ain't destroying it.
Wait, is Cookie gonna use it?
No, I'm just saying we're not capable of destroying it. Not unless there's a Mount Doom lying
I was
around.
gonna say that. Depends on how close you are to Mount Doom.
Because Biffer
Alright.
was one of the dwarves.
But none
Good
of you are
name.
halflings.
No.
I'm
Well,
all for
guys.
it. I can withstand it.
Hey guys,
Just
so
kidding.
there is a meaningful story here in destroying the evil artifact. It still sounds pretty scary and tough. If we go to this Biffer guy and talk to him, I would feel bad at turning him down and not pursuing the quest, right?
Yeah, it depends on what kind of guy he is. Out of character, he doesn't want to send off green adventurers to their doom either. I would assume.
I would still feel bad. But maybe you're right.
We can inquire about it. At the very least. Because he may describe an artifact, and we may have to truthfully tell him. Our apologies. This seems to be a little bit above our ability to handle, or such.
Everybody else on the same page?
Yep.
Jonathan?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just sort of defaulting to it because we're learning about it first, but it is certainly interesting. So let's go to the copper flasks then.
Okay. You get to the copper flask, and there you are. What would you like to do there?
Jonovan, this is your lead. We need to find our dwarf here.
Imagine it'd be at the closest bar, but shall I do a perception or investigation check to find her? If we don't have a lead.
Yeah, the investigation check is more how long it takes you to find it and get there. What's the total you get?
20.
Nice.
Ow.
Yeah, you very
Well,
aptly...
For proficient in...
You very aptly locate the establishment and find your way in. There's a rough-looking man behind the bar. He looks up. No orcs. No greenskins. No slime. Any of you that?
No.
Alright, what can I do for you?
Not the last I checked.
What can I do for you?
We seek the company of Bilfer.
Ah, yeah, he's been renting a place here. He usually finds himself in the table over there. He points to the left, near the stairs. There's kind of this little nook where the stairs kind of go up. And there's a little corner table back there. You see looks like there's some individual sitting there, but it's kind of in the dark.
Okay. What's his favorite drink?
Anything tasteless and strong?
2 of those, please.
Here you are. Dwarven Knuckle Busters.
Awesome.
It'll be 5 silver.
I plant it down. I carry the 2 over to the table.
The mugs are just a basic ceramic mug. Usually, they're served in either wood or metal. But for some reason, these ones are served in ceramic. So you set it down.
Yeah.
What do you want?
We came to inquire upon quest you put out. Destroy the evil artifact.
I see. Is that for me?
That is
What's
for
the
you.
drink? He grabs it and downs a lot of it. What do you want to know about it? It's a terrible place, a terrible thing, and it needs to be exterminated.
Location, strength of party, how many you encountered, any details you can give us so we go in with best
Well,
possible chance of outcome.
location is the ruins that I put in the deal. It's the ruins of Danane's hold.
Yes,
Danane
but
was,
do you happen to know where the artifact is inside the ruins?
It was in the bottom somewhere. I don't remember the exact location.
Okay.
Mind you, it was dark. And I don't just mean no lights. I mean, it was evil.
Magically dark?
Yeah, some of it. And there's a lot of Drugar. He says it kind of like spits, not very happily. They had some sort of undead abominations as well. Filth. You're a dwarf, you should have no love for those beasts.
Of course not.
Hmm.
And were all your companions as hardy as you?
Nah. Some were more so, some were less.
I would like to size him up to see where he fits in our grouping.
And he seems like he's pretty well whipped, just worn out now.
Right, but
Um,
in a healthy state, where would
it
he
would be
fall in our
hard.
fighting?
That's what I'm saying. It'd be hard to tell.
Okay.
I mean, when someone gets totally morale crushed,
Yeah.
how do you tell how good they used to be?
Okay.
I mean, you could try to test them or something, but it's going to be tough. Colin, man, he was devoted to Morden, and he still got toasted. Asnol, I mean, he was one crazy barbarian, but he, roasted as well.
Sorry to
And
hear that.
the twins, they're both gone. Throry and Sunda, they both were a pair of interesting characters. They always seem to get in and out of mischief quite often. But all gone, all died. But they deserve better than that. But I just need someone to go there and take care of it. I'm not capable anymore. Roll a perception check since you're talking with him.
Yeah. Nine. I'm not proficient.
He seems like he's sticking to the shadows pretty well. He sounds like he's being honest, but he's definitely not showing a lot of himself.
Did anyone else follow me over? Am I talking to him by myself?
No one else said they did.
I'm probably around, but not. You may be speaking in Dwarvish too.
You didn't invite Narasil over, so he's not going to intrude unless everyone else does.
Yeah. It sounds like quite a task to do.
Yeah, well, whoever comes back with the artifacts, we can destroy it. They get paid.
How you want to bring it back and not destroy it and bring that broken up?
I doubt you can destroy it there. That place is pure evil. Talked to the High Priest of Moradin here, and he said that he'd be willing to take it and do whatever needs to be done to destroy it.
So are we actually there?
We're around enough to hear him.
I'm taking mental notes and putting them on the
So
later.
so if we're around enough to hear them, I'll speak up and say, so how dangerous is it to transport this?
I do not know, but I urge to be very cautious.
Do you know what the artifact does?
I do not. I just know it's devastating.
Do you know how big it is?
It seemed to be handheld. We couldn't see exactly what it was, but he was up there, whatever he was, and man, two of them went down in moments of strikes, and then we booked it out of there. And yeah, I wish I had more to go on.
Okay. Well, I think we need to talk to my companions here and talk to that priest to see if he has any ideas on what it might be too.
Do you know how far the sphere is from here, sir?
Let me think back here. It was about a month from here, I think.
Fair enough.
He jots down on a piece of paper or something and slides it across the table.
Yeah. About right.
I think we need to go talk to the priest to see how we best transport an evil artifact.
Well, if you want to talk to him, just tell Ifan that I sent you guys there about the artifact.
We'll do.
Okay. Thank you.
Certainly. Good luck with it. Hope you guys are able to clear him out.
Out of character, I can't guarantee you that we'll even take it because we might decide we're not able to safely transport.
Yes.
So
I said that we'd consult and discuss and perhaps do an attempt, but not guaranteeing we're going to get it on our first try. We might have to back out. It might be too.
well, guys.
Yeah.
there's all sorts of wonderful things at port. One thing that I want to look at is some sort of insulating box,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
And talking to the high priest, he might be able to help us with something.
We also have a rather. This is something I would want to confer with the captain about, because it would be
Yeah.
transporting a potentially dangerous item.
Uh-huh.
To see if he's okay with it. And then also, we do have a necromancer on board who actually might know a little bit about handling such objects.
And the second reason to talk to the high priest is insight on this guy. Make sure
Yeah.
he didn't cause this.
We
Very
can trust
good
that the
point.
high priest of Moradin is going to be a very solid fellow.
Yeah.
Moradin is the classic god of the dwarves, right?
I would suggest that if we do recover it, we bring it straight to the high priest
Right.
and we destroy it, and then provide evidence that it's destroyed.
I had to say Moradin, you idiot, Yonavin, because you're a dwarf and you worship Moradin.
Do I?
Maybe you don't.
If you remember, he did say he wanted it brought directly to the high priest to be destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
no, he
let's
didn't
go.
ask you to bring it to him.
Let's go find a temple of Moradin. Hey, so do you know where the temple of Moradin is around these parts? I guess we're about to have awkward religious discussions, aren't we?
Yeah, because he's not my god. He's just one of the dwarven.
He's the head of the Dwarven pantheon.
Okay.
He is the creator of the dwarves. So all dwarves do revere him, including the
Revere,
Brugard
yeah.
used to, but now they despise him. Yonavin, as a crafter, it wouldn't be surprising if he's your patron either, since he is a craftsman. However,
Bright mantle.
I was going to say, however, there is others. I figured to be one of them.
Alright, so we're going to talk to the priest, or?
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to attempt to find their way there?
Ours is the rogue. I run into a wall. I'm so lost. I just keep walking into that wall.
So Saradin heads off, leading you all, and you guys wind up in the market.
Cleoc has
Hmm?
wonders why Yonavin is leading the way, considering it's actually Cleoc doesn't actually know this character.
Did
Or-
you get hungry? Yes. Hungry, Jeff.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Why are we in the market and not at the temple?
And the market knows the way to the temple. You think of that?
Uh-huh.
Go up to a random booth and ask them.
I'm looking for a
You know what I
dwarven
mean?
sign temple. Or the dwarven section town at the temple.
Okay. Roll your perception.
It's 14.
Okay, you look around, you see this large, squarish, dark, kind of looks like steel or stone structure with the symbol of an anvil and a flame on top of it.
There we go.
Do you know the symbol?
Yeah. I do know the symbol.
Just verifying. I figured you had a good chance to.
I just looked it up recently.
Hey, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it.
Well, also the type of structure tells you it's dwarven.
Yeah, that was kind of the point.
And the anvil, like, oh, here we go. Everyone this way.
You are able to make it there. And it's fairly empty. There's a few craftsmen working away. Jonathan, you actually recognize another symbol that's in a section of the building.
Do tell. Ha.
On the right-hand side, it's basically like a huge room, and then there's like a few alcoves. One of them has that section above it. So it looks like a book with Dwarven runes written in it. So, what do you gentlemen want to do?
Cleonk's letting the dwarf lead.
Well, we want to find the high priest.
Yeah, I'm already sitting next to this symbol of Bright Man.
Hey,
Is it what?
Yanovan, where would the high priest be in a temple like this? Do we like need an audience or something, or?
Well, there's 11 sections that you see, 5 on either side, and then there's a big main statue straight ahead that is a large dwarven figure
Right, so they have all the lesser
standing by an
deities.
anvil.
Yep.
You do recognize that there are 2 that aren't depicted here. Abathor is currently not displayed here. Neither is Hensi.
We could always ask an acolyte. And then also, is there supposed to be a map displayed?
No, I didn't have one.
Okay,
I was
just
trying to
making
find
sure.
one that would work, but I can jot something down quickly.
I mean, I just saw you making hand movements, and it's just like, should I be seeing something?
I was wondering the same thing.
It's fine, you don't have to draw anything.
You said you don't see Abathor?
Yeah, Abathor and Hansith are currently don't have a section.
Right.
Well, I think we should call it, guys. It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, wow. Yes, we should. All right. But yeah, there you go. The D20 there is the big statue of Moradin.
Surprised about Hanseath, not so much about Anasaur and
Abathor. Yeah.
Abathor.
All right, gents. We will pick up here next week as you seek the High Priest. See you guys then.
Guys.
All right.